All right, we are out here to test the UV slider, see how I like it. This will be, it'll either be the UV slider or the driver that I'm going to use for my 2025 hunting season. I'm at about 7 yards. I just want to make sure that I'm hitting the target. I'm not too worried about my windage and my elevation just yet. I want to make sure I'm hitting my target. I'm not going to try to figure out my sight tape because, like I said, if I'm not going to be running this, there's no need for that. I just want to get a good feel and see how I enjoy shooting this sight. So let's put an arrow through her. All right. Dead center. I probably pulled that just a tad bit. One more just to make sure. I do notice the pins are brighter than what I initially thought. From when I did the unboxing in my garage, the pins are a lot brighter. It is overcast, so that will tell me how it'll also play out when it's overcast outside. I'm using my 30 pin, which would be my 30 pin, hitting dead center. So we should be able to move out. Let's move out to 30. Should be able to move out to 30. I should still be able to hit target pretty well. But so far, I like it. I like the openness of looking through the housing. There's a lot more of what I can see in the background. And so far, that's a big positive. All right, so I am using a whole complete different setup from my last year's setup. Whole new arrow. I made these. These are the HLR, 100 grain in the front. I think total weight on this is about 450 with the HLR. Using the Matthews Lift X, 29.5, coming from a Bear, and went from an index to the UV button. So still getting familiar with this. This still feels definitely a little different in hand, a little different on my draw. I might have to get my peep adjusted for that, but so far I'm really enjoying this setup. It is something I wanted to jump to, was a good high-end bow, and heard a lot of good about Matthews, and a lot of my buddies shoot Matthews, so went with Matthews. All right, I think we're at 30. Let's get a quick range. It's freaking hot out here. It's Texas, middle of summer. A little too far. Let's go up just a tad bit. Let's see here. A little bit more. Oh, hold on. No, let's do 30. We'll do 30. A little bit further back. That's good enough. About 29.5. So I am a new bow hunter, more or less. 2 years bow hunting. If you see anything that you guys can criticize me on, and it's very good about that, feel free to let me know what I can do better, what I suck at, whatever. Just let me know. I would really appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, oh yeah, still, that's dead center. I'm trying to remember to not punch the button. I kind of do that sometimes, especially with my index release, I would punch it. And some people hunt very well doing that, but I don't want to be one of those people. So it's just going to take some reps, a lot of reps. But yeah, so far I like this sight. This is really good. The pins are pretty bright. I want to check one more time with the driver and see how they compare. I do wish that the horizontal that the pins are on was a little bit more narrow in the darker space. If I remember right, these are 15 thousandths pins, but they are they're looking pretty good. Dead center, man. I don't know. I don't know. People knock on the UV slider. They really do, just because it's Chinese made, as they say. I mean, I don't know. Like it's to me, it's fulfilling my needs so far. One more. Yeah, I like this. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and jump to the Axcel Driver. I got what I needed from this. So far, so good. I'm not sure how I do feel about the 3-pin vertical. I do like it. It clears up my sight, but I'm just so used to a horizontal. So I want to see how the Axcel is going to be. But so far, so good. It's really making me question my opinion right now. All right, we'll get this one swapped out. It's pretty sharp. Definitely, you can feel the difference in the weight comparison to the UV slider. I thought I had it right. Just try to put it in the wrong hole. That's what she said. So, got it lined up. All right, let's go put one on the bag. Again, we'll try 7-8 yards just to make sure that I'm hitting the bag, and then probably jump to 20 and 30, or maybe just jump straight to 30. All right, that's good about right there. Would help if I had my release. Okay. Let's put one in the bag. Ooh, that's way low. Way low. So I got it as high as I can get it. You know what? I'm gonna move my pins. That's what I need to do. We'll adjust my pins. My pins are off by a lot. The cool thing about this is that you can, in here, you can loosen up which pin you want to loosen up, and then you have this adjustment here. It'll only micro adjust the pin you want to move. That's a really, really cool feature that I think that Axcel did very well in. Let's see, this is probably gonna be this one. So I'm probably gonna move all of them. They're all pretty high. So loosen it up. Got it loose. And let's see if we can, yeah, and it moves. Let's slide this one down a bit. Because I want to bring my 30 down to the middle. So we'll tighten that one up. That'll be my 40. If I were to use this sight. Okay. Loosen it up. All right, now we'll bring my 30 down to be right in the middle of the housing. And then that should be good right there. So tighten this up and we'll try that out. Let's see where we hit. I should keep my, where is it at? There it is. All right. I can say that this feels a lot higher or different. You know what? Let's chase the elevation. Let's bring this down some. Try this again. There we go. That feels better. Yeah, there we go. I can bring it down just a tad bit more. Probably about right there. Yeah. All right, I feel pretty good. Let's step out to 20. I do have the cover over the pins to make it a little darker. Let's actually change that and see what okay, so I have to say the pins are a lot brighter when it comes to the Axcel and the UV slider. The pins are a lot brighter in this one, but the housing, that little HUD that it has, that HUD does make a big difference, and you can see the difference of when you close it and open it. So that's a big plus to me, is the pin brightness. Now, as far as shooting through it, looking through it, not shooting through it, but looking through it, I'm not sure which one I like to look through yet. They both feel pretty good as far as looking through them. Yeah. Man, I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me get one more arrow. I'm not sure which one I like yet. You know what, let's try it from here, where this was 30. Should be good. Windage was a little to the right, but I should be all right. Let's get a nice little feel for this again. pins look great. One more. I'm really enjoying shooting both of these. It's really hard to decide. But looking through both of them, and maybe I'm just used to the horizontal. I think I'm just used to shooting through the horizontal. Yeah, and my windage is off a little bit. Man, I don't know. That's tough. It's tough. But I think I'm pretty satisfied with shooting both of these. Yeah, it's tough. There's one thing I do like about this one though, is that when you look, your actual pins, they look a little smaller compared to the Axcel. It's because of the actual the arms that are holding your actual pins. They thin out and they get kind of big towards the end. I really like that. I wish, man, I don't know if it's bigger or smaller on that one, but I do like that. It makes me feel like I'm seeing a lot more when I'm looking downrange. But I'm not sure what I want to do yet. Man, you know what? Let me get back to the house on that one, and I'll get back with you on letting you know which one I decide to go with. I need to think about it because both of these sights, I love the way they look. I love the way they feel. Love the sight picture on both of them. I need to do a little bit more thinking on it. All right, so today is the day that I tell you guys which site I'm going to use for 2025 and explain why. But before I do, I want to discuss a few things about each one, starting with the Axcel Driver. The Axcel Driver is awesome. I really enjoyed this site. I enjoyed the pins on this site. The pin brightness is crazy. You will have to use a little shade because during direct sunlight, they will starburst. Axcel did a great job with their fibers. Now, favorite feature is adjusting your pins. You just loosen one up, and then there's a wheel down here that will slide it up or down, and you can make your micro adjust coming from a fixed pin. That I really like that. I didn't have to sit there and try to figure out and set it, and then I really like that feature. Ergonomics. Now, for some people, they don't like the ergonomics on this, and I have slender fingers, and so I didn't have much trouble dialing my wheel if I grabbed it this way. My fingers still touch, but if I grabbed it this way, my knuckle hits a lot. But it's really not a make or break. I mean, it just depends on the person as a whole. But Axcel did a great job with the site. Now, the UV slider. Hands down, best ergonomics on this site compared to the Axcel, and I've tried the HHA, and I've had my hands on another brand. I can't remember the name, but I love the ergonomics on this site. Great ergonomics. The pins are bright. I heard in the past that the pins do not get bright on the UV on the first gen, but they have fixed that. I wouldn't know. I've never tried it. This is a true left-handed sight, so that's another reason why I never tried them in the past, because they just kind of they had to modify their right-handed to sell for lefties. And so this is a true left-handed sight, so I wanted to give it a fair share against the Axcel. I do wish on the pin housing, I wish they could narrow the space between the pins out. That way you have a little bit more of a focal point on the pin. That's just my personal preference. I like a little bit more of a focal point around the pin. Pins get really bright on this. Pins get brighter on the Axcel. but the UV slider does not struggle with brightness at all. Towards dusk, the XL will do better because the pins are larger, coming from 19 to 15. So the pins on this one tend to gather a little bit more light. Uh, Now, so which site did I pick? Um, the site I'm gonna go with for 25 and on is the UV slider. The UV slider, man, just I felt really comfortable shooting this sight. Um, Hands down, right out the box, just straight on my bow and playing with it. This is the one that I just really enjoyed shooting the most. Um, what it comes down to is my confidence, being confident with what I have, confident with my equipment, and this is what I feel very confident in. You know, lining it up, looking at a deer. If I had to take that shot, will I feel confident with this or confident with the Axcel Driver? And it's my personal preference, my personal opinion, but I feel the most confident with this sight. So this is why I am picking the UV slider. Um, it is a great sight. I know some people will say, well, it's made in China. Yeah, great, whatever. Would I like this to be made in America? Of course I would. I know some of the parts are made in America. Not everything is made in China. But when it comes down to it, what is going to benefit me, how it's going to benefit me, and will it fulfill my needs? And that just comes simply down to that. And this is why I am picking the UV slider. I will be selling my driver. So if you are interested, and keep in mind this is left-handed. So if you are interested, reach out. We will figure out shipping and I will send it to you. I have not messed with anything. All the sight tapes are still in the box. So you would get it as is with everything that came with the site. So if you're interested, reach out. And with that being said, man, I'm really excited to get out there and hunt this year. I know we're getting down to the last few weeks for some people, for some states. I think some states are getting pretty close. But I am excited, making my final touches. I know a lot of you are. You know, that's probably why y'all are trying to figure out your sites. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and good luck this year.